Friedrich Nietzsche, a philosopher who dared to challenge the morality and beliefs of his time. One of his most profound and controversial ideas is the concept of the Übermensch, or Overman. But what does it mean to become this Übermensch? Introduced in his work Thus Spoke Zarathustra, Nietzsche's Übermensch represents the ideal human being, someone who transcends the limitations of conventional morality, societal norms, and religious doctrines. The Übermensch is not bound by the slave morality of good and evil that, according to Nietzsche, has constrained human potential for centuries. For Nietzsche, life is full of suffering, chaos, and meaninglessness, but instead of retreating into pessimism or religious consolation, the Übermensch confronts these harsh truths head-on. They do not seek comfort in an afterlife or in universal truths handed down by others. Instead, they create their own values, shaping the world according to their own will. The Übermensch embodies self-overcoming. They realize that humans are not static beings, but are constantly evolving. The goal, then, is to surpass what we currently are. Nietzsche famously declared, "Man is something to be surpassed." This means rejecting nihilism and embracing the eternal recurrence, the idea that we must live as if every moment of our lives will be repeated infinitely. But how does one become this Übermensch? Nietzsche believed it required courage, the courage to face life as it is, without illusions, and the courage to create one's own meaning. This is where the concept of will to power comes into play. For Nietzsche, the will to power is not simply the desire for dominance over others, but the drive to constantly improve, to create, to overcome limitations. The Übermensch embodies this will to power by asserting themselves over their circumstances, not being defeated by suffering or external obstacles. Nietzsche saw this as the highest form of existence, a life lived authentically, shaped by one's own values rather than society's expectations. Importantly, Nietzsche's Übermensch is not meant to be an elitist concept. It's not about one superhuman ruling over others. Instead, it's an invitation for each individual to transcend mediocrity, to rise above the herd mentality that seeks comfort in conformity, religion, and tradition.